moving on, we have another player from the jewelry sector in US now joining us. Shaheer Hosh is from Cristino Fine Jewelry. Shaheer, thank you so much for being with us. How are you viewing, first of all, the volatile gold prices?
Right, correct. Yeah, it ends up at the end, what are, the cost of making the actual piece of jewelry. That's, yeah, gold is high now, but a lot of people going now from 18 karat down to 14 and, or from 14 to lighter pieces of jewelry so they can afford it. And now from natural diamonds now to lab grown diamonds. That's I see the new trend.
From 18 carats to 14 carats and lower as the gold prices continue to go higher. But in sense of sales, in sense of numbers, what are you looking at in sense of jewelry sales from here on?
Yes, the thing is, I'm a high-end jewelry store in a very wealthy town in US. So I haven't seen decline in my numbers. Actually, there is increase. The rich is getting richer there, and the economy they're not really affected that much with the economy. Thank God for my business. So yeah. So the reason I came here, I'm just looking for the cost effective, the better prices of making the pieces, or I see the new the manufacturing of jewelry here in India has gone a long way. They're really great finishes now, great quality, what I've seen so far.
All right, that's interesting, Shaheer. As you say, the high gold prices do not bother the high net individuals, but the making charges is something that you're working with fine here. Do tell us about on how are you looking at a big divergence, because a lot of people are looking at lower carriage, but your clientele is absolutely fine with the current prices of gold and diamonds.
It is definitely makes a huge difference. I see the now between the natural diamond and the lab-grown diamond, for my clients, it's hard to convince to move them from natural to lab-grown. But I've seen now a little increase, little by little, for just the fashion pieces. I think they wouldn't mind it, but for the main pieces, engagement rings, wedding bands, things like that, they still want the natural diamonds.
Shaheer, how is your market when, as you said, you have higher area, higher category that you're servicing with? I'm assuming most of that is going to be natural diamonds, but the lab-grown diamonds also seems to be stabilizing and increasing as an alternate market. Would you say that the lab-growns and natural diamonds could coexist and find its own buyers?
I believe so. I believe so. They just need to convince the clients the right way or say the right words so you can sell the lab grown. Many of them, and the first, they don't want to deal with it or you don't want to buy it. But when you explain what's a lab grown is exactly like natural diamonds, the same brilliance, the same, characteristics. So they, they're convinced. I've convinced many customers to do that. Especially, I try to sell the natural first, and if I see they don't want to spend the money, then I can shift them to try to sell them a lab grown. So definitely, they both would be sold, side to side.
Shaheer, it would be very interesting to know that within your portfolio, with the kind of clientele that you have, what really is the percentage of naturals and lab growns?
Oh, because I just started, so I would say 95% natural, maybe 5% lab. I just started in it just 4 months ago, and the volume of natural, obviously, I do much more than lab. But the profits on the lab grown obviously are much more than natural. So hopefully, I can increase that business in lab grown.
All right, that's an interesting conversation, Shaheer. Thank you so much for joining us with that sense of that the US markets are doing quite well. The cartridges may have gone down, but the spend on jewelry is still much higher. With that, we are heading into a short break, but don't go anywhere. A discussion with Phillips S. Baker of Hecla Mining when we return.